A new patch with gameplay changes and also a brand new skill move for FIFA in July? You might be wondering what the heck is going on. Well, we will provide you answers in this video because we worked together with EA and are able to give you a full rundown of the changes. Title update number 14 is about to go live on PC and will hit the console soon as well. Most of the changes should provide new elements to attack and offer a refresh of the gameplay. I don't know how you feel, but a patch in summer with gameplay changes sounds very exciting to me. Let's have a look at what is coming in detail. Let's start with two brand new features added to the game. Number one are Knuckleballs. Yeah, you know them from free kicks, but now they happen more often in running play when you go for a high power lace shot. There is not a specific input on how you can force the knuckleball, so it's contextual, but there are certain prerequisites that you have to fulfill. The shot angle has to be forward. Your player needs some space in front of him and you go for the shot when the ball is a bit in front of the player. The ability to hit a knuckleball is not affected by traits or attributes, but personally I can imagine that we can have some real bangers and score some amazing goals with those endgame tots and shapeshifter cards that we have on our teams right now. And yeah, Reddit is probably eagerly waiting for some meme content of goalkeepers failing miserably to save those. I already mentioned a brand new skill move and here it is, the ball roll cut 180. This requires 4-star skills and is basically a very fancy looking 180-degree turn which is initiated with a ball roll, but the input isn't similar to a ball roll. For the ball roll cut 180 you have to hold L1/LB and then flick the right stick backwards twice. Remember, this is always relative to the current running direction. The outcome of the move is quite similar to the feint forward and turn, but when it comes down to skill moves, it's hard to tell beforehand how effective they will really be. And this leads us right to the next topic. The animation speed of the step over, reverse step over and body feint is increased. At the beginning of FIFA 21, the step overs were extremely strong and basically the pure dominance of one player, Anders Wehrgang, led EA to nerf them into oblivion. In FIFA 22 it was pretty much the same. Yeah, you can find a spot here and there at which you make the step over look viable, but most of the time the animation isn't fast enough to create space. This hopefully changes with this patch. As far as I was told, the animation speed won't be back to FIFA 21 levels, but you never know what some of the wonder kids are able to make out of it. By the way, if you find this video helpful, feel free to give us a thumbs up. It helps us out quite a lot, and if you always want to stay up to date and looking for helpful FIFA content, this is the right channel for you. So don't forget to subscribe and activate notifications. Another blast from the past might be sparked with the next change. The accuracy of low driven shots is greatly increased. FIFA 17 flashbacks, here we come. So the increased accuracy means a reduced shot spread, and this should lead to the low driven shots becoming a more viable tool in 1v1 scenarios, more authentic to real football. In case you didn't know, you can do a low driven shot by holding L1 plus R1 or LB plus RB while performing a shot. Another prominent shooting technique is the finesse shot. So far finesse shots are most deadly outside the box, but this might change with this patch because their effectiveness is slightly increased in situations in which you're not under heavy pressure from a defender or the goalkeeper itself. Meaning in those clear-cut 1v1 situations in front of the goalkeeper, the finesse shot might be more viable. In the background you have only seen examples before the patch because I didn't have any footage of finesse shots with this patch in place, just to let you know. Another aspect that is changed about finishing are headers. To make it really simple, now low to mid powered headers have also more power and are more likely to have a low ball trajectory. So while a low powered header before the patch was more likely to result in just a header that has no real punch behind it, with these changes you can get a powerful header but it has a low trajectory. Another change was done to chipped headers. Now they also have increased speed and a decreased trajectory. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage of that yet. I haven't really seen anyone using chipped headers, which you can do by holding L1/LB while performing a header. But well, maybe this changes with the patch and they become more popular. Also no footage of the changes to dribbling, so you see some pre-patch examples, but the patch slightly increases animation speeds when dribbling, agile dribbling and strafe dribbling. Sounds promising to me. So these are the changes to attack and all of them are improvement for it. So what happens to defense? Well, let me put it this way. Things might not get easier. There are two changes remaining. One is to auto tackles. First off, what are auto tackles? Auto tackles are tackles that your player performs automatically without you giving any input for it. This happens when he, as the defending player, gets really close to the ball. So basically you get close to the ball carrier and your player tackles on its own. That was a rather safe way to defend in 1v1 situations around and inside the box. Just use jockey defending, L2/LT, and try to stay close to the opponent. You don't have to commit to a tackle which could result in an overcommit or maybe even a foul, but instead you just wait until your player tackles automatically. So this was before the patch. Title update number 14 significantly decreases the range at which the player performs such an auto tackle, meaning you have to get closer. Thus, this makes 1v1 defending harder. The second change to defending is about blocks, a topic which sparks discussion and frustration for quite some time now. When we talk about blocks, we have to distinguish between blocks of human control players and AI control players. The reach of attempted shot blocks by AI control players is significantly reduced. The reach of attempted shot blocks by human control players is slightly reduced. This means blocks from AI players are more affected than blocks from human control players. So overall, we see less blocks and you as a defender should be more encouraged to defend proactive in 1v1 in front of the attacker, because these kind of blocks are less affected by the changes. So we should be seeing more of this, block of a defender controlled by human, and less of this, block of an AI defender. So these are the changes coming with title update number 14. A lot of improvements and new elements for attack, while defending gets slightly harder. I'm really curious how this is going to feel overall in the game, and this brings me to our question of the day. What do you think about a patch with so many changes to gameplay in summer? I think it's a very positive signal. EA is prolonging the game cycle and maybe trying out new things for the next FIFA. I'm really interested in what you guys think about it and also the changes itself. So this is the end of this video. Just a quick reminder that if you're looking for updates, tutorials and other helpful content around FIFA, this is the right channel for you, so feel free to subscribe. We appreciate your support. Keep a clean sheet. I'm out.